Have you ever imagined one small act of kindness worth just 500 rupees could return years later and save someone's life? Sometimes a single date on the calendar passes like any other day, but sometimes one day quietly changes an entire life forever. This is the story of a boy named Rohit. Rohit was born into a very poor family. Life was already difficult, but when he was only 6 years old, tragedy struck. His mother passed away. From that day forward, his world became smaller. Only his father remained beside him. His father worked in a steel factory. The work was dangerous and exhausting. Yet, despite earning very little, he never allowed poverty to stop his son from studying. Many nights he ate less food just so he could save money for Rohit's school fees. Years passed. Rohit turned 13. At an age when most children only worry about homework and games, Rohit had already learned responsibility. Every day he woke up around 4 in the morning, prepared food for himself and his father, cleaned the house and then went to school. His father left early for the factory. Life was hard, but neither of them ever complained. One evening when his father returned home from work, he saw thick smoke filling their small hut. Inside, Rohit was struggling to cook using wet firewood. The smoke had filled the entire room and Rohit was coughing badly. His father rushed inside, quickly pulled him outside and said with concern, "Look at your eyes, they are completely red. Why did you cook today? I could have done it." Rohit smiled gently and replied, "No, father, you already work so hard all day. I come home earlier than you. From now on, I will cook." His father looked at him with pride and emotion. Then he smiled and said, "All right, then today we will not eat at home. I received my salary today. Let's eat outside." For them, this was not an ordinary moment. It was a rare celebration in a difficult life. Despite all the responsibilities at home, Rohit remained brilliant in school. He always stood first in his class. His father had only one dream. He wanted to see his son become a doctor. And Rohit promised himself that one day he would fulfill that dream. But life was preparing another test. One day, while working in the factory, a heavy iron sheet suddenly fell on his father's hands. The injury was so serious that doctors had no choice but to amputate both hands. After 5 long months in the hospital, his father finally returned home. But he was not the same man anymore. His confidence was gone. His hopes seemed broken. With tears in his eyes, he said, "I lost your mother earlier, and now I have lost my hands too. I only wanted to see you become a doctor, but now that dream seems impossible." Rohit quietly sat beside him and held his arm. Then he said softly, "Don't worry, father. Your dream is still alive. I promise you, no matter how difficult life becomes, I will become a doctor." From that day, Rohit changed his routine completely. He studied early in the morning, attended school during the day, and after school, he went door to door selling soap for a company to earn money. Whatever little he earned helped run their home and pay his fees. Saturdays and Sundays, he spent the entire day selling soap. But one week changed everything. That entire week, he could not sell even a single piece. He was exhausted, hungry, and worried. It was the last day to submit his college admission form, and he still had no money. By evening, tired and hopeless, he reached one last house. He thought silently, "If they don't buy soap, maybe I can at least ask for some food." A kind woman opened the door. Seeing his tired face, she immediately understood something was wrong. She said gently, "You look very hungry. First eat these biscuits and drink some water." After he ate, she asked, "Don't you go to school?" Rohit replied, "Yes, ma'am, I passed 12th grade, but today I couldn't sell even one soap. I don't think I can pay my admission fees now." The woman felt deeply moved. She asked, "How much money do you need?" Rohit replied softly, 500 rupees. The woman went inside the house and returned with the money. She placed it in his hands and said, "Take this, go and submit your admission form." Rohit could not believe what had just happened. With tears in his eyes, he touched her feet, thanked her again and again, and ran quickly to submit his form. Years passed. With determination, sacrifice, and hard work, Rohit finally became a successful doctor. Not only that, he even opened his own nursing home in the city. His father's happiness had no limits. One day, a serious patient arrived at the hospital. She was an elderly woman. She had no family. She was suffering from the last stage of tuberculosis, and one of her lungs was completely damaged. Without wasting time, Rohit immediately told his team, "Admit her right now." His junior doctor hesitated and said, "Sir, her treatment will cost a lot of money. I don't think she can afford it." Rohit replied calmly, "Money is not important. Life is important. Start the treatment immediately."
For 2 months, Rohit personally looked after her treatment day and night until she finally recovered. When she was ready to leave the hospital, a nurse handed her an envelope. The woman became nervous. She said, "I am fine now, but how will I pay this bill?" With trembling hands, she opened the envelope, but inside there was no bill. Instead, there was a letter. It said, "Don't worry. Your treatment was already paid many years ago with the 500 rupees you once gave to a boy who was selling soap. That boy is now a doctor, and today he saved your life." Tears filled the woman's eyes. Just then Rohit entered the room. Smiling softly, he said, "Yes, ma'am, I am that same boy. That day you didn't just give me money, you gave me a future. Today I finally got the chance to return your kindness." The woman began to cry, not because of pain, but because kindness had returned to her in the most unexpected way. Life becomes difficult for everyone at some point, but love, sacrifice, and kindness always create miracles. A father's struggle, a son's determination, and one stranger's generosity changed a life forever. So never think small acts of kindness are useless. Sometimes they return as the biggest blessings in life. If this story touched your heart, then please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and write in the comments what lesson you learned from Rohit's journey. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more emotional and inspiring stories like this.